Yes?
What's the tour bus like when you're on tour?
I can't talk about that. What is the tour bus like?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like physically, what's it like?
No, like what's it like? Do you guys get any sleep at all? Or?
Oh, no, you do. You get actually a lot of sleep. You can mark the quality of a band's performance by the fact that they get a lot of sleep. To be honest with you. I've spent years of my life sleeping on a 15-passenger van bench, and will again this week. As we do a few more of these shows. No, that's okay. Dan's right. Yeah, I sleep upright like a man. No, you get basically the front of the bus is like a lounge area, which is very small, and then you get the bunk area. There's 12 bunks. We have all of them full of people, and you sleep like bunk beds. It's three per thing. There's 6 per side, and you crawl in there at some point, and you just learn to do it. I don't know what it is. Like after years of touring, about 10, 12 years of touring I've been doing now, I can sleep on a plane. I look forward to getting on a plane so I can fall asleep in the chair, the plane seat. Like it's
like it.
But yeah, I feel like I could sleep on a rock. And yeah, when it's time, I just fall asleep. It's pretty easy. But it's crowded, and I know that you have to kind of check a lot of your personality at the door. You can't be like you are at home alone with your usual creature comforts. You know, you've got to make room for your clothing and stuff like that. You can't be a slob type person. You know what I mean? You can't leave your stuff laying around and things like that. And you got to be really conscious. You can't, you don't walk around the place whistling because you just have to be conscious about other people. It really matures you quickly, to be honest with you. Or it can, absolutely destroy your band, which we have 2 rules in our band. One is the sleep rule and one is the food rule. Because essentially they're really, you need them. You absolutely, as a human being, need them both. And if somebody's like sticking their wet finger in my ear while I'm sleeping, I'm not responsible for what happens when I wake up. And like we put clothes, like don't ever touch me like that. Okay. You can't have that. I'd rather play a great show, right? So I want to do that. And the food thing is obvious. I need food to do this. It's pretty strenuous. So we don't do those kinds of things. So you learn that kind of stuff, and bus life is, I think it's probably akin to living in a submarine. Very conscious of each other. And you find time, yes.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened when you're on tour?
Craziest thing that's ever happened while I was on tour? Well, 9/11 happened while I was on tour one time. That's pretty crazy. Let's not get political, though. I don't know. Crazy,
What's the craziest thing you guys have ever done? Like you and Jake and just
we got a whole DVD of that stuff.
Yeah.
We put out a whole DVD of that kind of stuff. We recorded a lot of it, actually. What's it called? Try this at home? Yeah.
What's it called?
I forget, okay? And, it's, I think maybe some of the day-to-day is, some people might see as crazy, but I guess because we're just being that way, it's not really... I think the life itself is kind of crazy to be living that way, but then at the same time, I feel like I really don't really want to do it any other way. And I've done 9-to-5 jobs for years on end and stuff like that, and I didn't mind it, but living this way, I'll tell you what's crazy actually is learning how to adjust your sleep schedule, because you're changing time zones often, and you're also sleep in what I like to call like piecework sleep. Like I've literally gone a couple of months by getting an hour here, 2 hours there, 14 hours here. You know what I mean? The human body really enjoys routine, and that's anything but routine is what this career is like, traveling in that manner. Sorry, I don't have a better story. Yes, in the back.
Did you make up the cowbell part in Never Too Late?
The cowbell part in Never Too Late.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I probably just recorded it, but I'm trying to think of what it was. Well, once you that's a great thing about recording is like you get to do something to be creative on the spot, and it's there on tape forever. And then I'm too busy playing the drums to play the cowbell part, but yeah, yes, I did. You got that right. Actually, Never Too Late. I can tell you this. Never Too Late is not actually me playing drums. I hired a really great friend of mine named Ray Garraway, who is one of my drum idols. And he's a Vancouver drummer. He currently plays for Chaos. I don't know if you guys probably know who Chaos is. He is a beyond awesome drummer. And I'm good at some things. Reggae drumming was not one of them, and as that song came together, it was starting to sound really white. And by white, you know what I mean? Like, it was sounding like 4 Canadian guys trying to play island music, and it's just like, that kind of doesn't make me feel good, you know, like, I wanted to punch myself, so I said, okay, you know what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try and up the ante with this song, and I'm going to get somebody who can really give it a good foundation of authenticity. And so I hired my friend, and I thought, I got a lot of kudos for doing that, because, I mean, it's my record, you know, it's our record, and I hired somebody else to play the drums on it. It's not that I'm not capable, it's that I wanted it to be the best it could be. And so it really helped that song come along, because then all the other parts had to be as authentic as that, and it turned out to be great. It was a good decision, and not saying that, you know, it wouldn't have been a great song otherwise, but it certainly helps. It's in those finer points that things become from good to great. And that one's great. Yes, ma'am?
Hopefully this makes sense. When you're playing the drums, I find myself, it gets kind of difficult when both feet are on a different beat and trying to, do you have a tip? Anything other than lessons, obviously?
Other than lessons, well, it would be practicing things. Okay, well, it would be practicing. Does that answer upset you?
No, I know you have to practice. So, like, is it best maybe to start with, like, 1 foot, like how, you know what I mean? Like, I always try the one part of your body kind of thing and then adding another, but...
Okay, yeah, I'll show you exactly what I would do. That is the essence of drumming, and that is what you're talking about essentially is balance. And you know what I mean? While, okay, balance. Drumming is balance in motion, and many things in our life are that way. Many arts that we appreciate are that way. Ballet is one. Boxing is another, like any kind of martial arts, anything where you require balance while in motion, right? I mean, it's like a kind of a deep, I actually have a tattoo to say this, but essentially, all I would do is start with your regular beats, and then you just begin adding them in. And